Cause I'm gonna lie though.
So annoying.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm hungry. I need to come come.
Can you, Deshaun, can you look at the time? Because I can't see it.
I got you. I got you.
Welcome back to Teen Talk. I'm your host, Kayla. Young and Hungry for Success is a show feature that is designed for all the young people out here who are working hard, hustling for what they earn, and making real moves to accomplish their goals. Joining us on our show today is George Belalcazar, the owner of the Young Fly Rich clothing company. Welcome to our show. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. So what inspired you to create your clothing business?
My clothing brand, basically I started off as a freshman in high school. Due to the fact that I saw everybody wearing the same clothes, and I had to come up with a fake clothing brand for my business class. After seeing so much love around the school, I decided to make it a real thing, and around 2016 is when I got trademarked, and I opened up my website this year.
So how did you come up with the name for your clothing?
It actually took a lot of thinking, honestly. I came up with a bunch of different names. All of them didn't really sound to me.
Do you remember any of them?
I think one was like Rich, Fly, Young. It was like a bunch of like mixing around until I really found out which one was pretty good. I put them all together. I put the letters together, and I was just like Young, Fly, and Rich. You know, it flows nice.
It flows nice. Is there a reason why you chose those three things to touch on?
Young, basically just because I'm trying to get to towards the younger generation. Fly, because I want people to look fly in my clothing, and then Rich because that's what I want to be one day.
That's what you're looking for. How soon do you think you'll hit that? Like, I'm about to be rich. Like,
I'm not really looking at it as a really like a short-term goal. I'm looking at it more of as a long-term goal. I'm working for it. I'm really not thinking about that right now. I'm just thinking about making an impact around the city.
Right. So you're willing to go through that journey. So how long has your business been around?
So I started back in 2014. Like I said, 2016 is when I really took it seriously and I got it trademarked. And then 2019 is when I went ahead and opened up my website. So I've been around for like 5 years now.
How did you know? Well, you said you're in a business class. So did that foundation actually help you get there a little bit sooner? Because you are pretty young. So having that knowledge, a lot of people don't really know how to get the steps out there. Like I see on Instagram, there's a lot of clothing companies where they just pop out of nowhere, but it's just a kid selling it and it's not really theirs. Like they don't own it.
Correct. I feel like the business class did help me a lot. And then as far as that goes, I had a friend of mine, a mentor. His name's Phil. He helped me a lot. He has his own business as well, and he really helped me out. But as far as that goes, I feel like I've learned a lot throughout the years.
So when you first started selling clothes, did students in your school support you a lot?
Yeah, definitely.
They were like your main target audience, like they were there for you.
Correct, yeah. I feel like that's why I started in high school because that's where I got the most love.
Is it only at your high school, or did the brand actually start to spread throughout the valley?
It's been spreading out. It's been getting sold a lot in Sierra Vista. That's a very famous spot where I'm selling at now.
Okay.
Desert Oasis is where I first started at, though. That's home. That's where all the love comes from. That's where I started at, Desert Oasis High School. But yeah.
So throughout these years, what is the biggest lesson you've learned so far as being a young entrepreneur?
Basically, leaving the fun aside and putting the business forward, like separating the two, keeping the fun for minimal and then working most of the time.
So is that how you balance being a business owner and like enjoying your life as a 19-year-old? Because I would think as a 19-year-old you want to go party, you would want to hang out with your friends, like think about college, things like that. Do you ever miss those type of things, or do you have it set to where you're able to balance both?
Really never had like experiences with parties and stuff, so I
Really?
don't miss any of that stuff. And I'm just focused on my business right now because I can party later, once I really get there.
I see, I feel that. So if you could choose any celebrity wearing your brand, who would you choose?
My favorite rapper would be Rich the Kid, so I want to have him wearing it one day.
Rich, is there anybody else on your list?
A Colombian artist known as J Balvin. That's one of my favorite artists, knowing that I'm Colombian.
Okay, I see that. Does your culture ever influence your clothing, like your designs or anything like that?
I would say just the younger generation, honestly. Not as far as Colombia, the culture from there, but as far as like people here in Vegas, definitely too. Because a lot of people are here. A lot of people are making money here. So young, fly, and rich. That's what we live by.
And where do you see your clothing company in the next 3 to 5 years?
Definitely want to open up a store here in Vegas, and hopefully relocate to Los Angeles as well. But here in Vegas, I really want to put on for the city. I want to have big collabs with companies like Origin, All for Revenue, that's another big one, as well as Milk Money. They're really making noise here in Vegas, so I'm really trying to work with all of them.
Where is your dream spot for your business to be located, like your store? Where's that spot that you really just want?
I have 2 ideas, so I'm trying to do it here in Vegas, definitely maybe in Town Square or something, along with all the other bigger brands, along with Milk Money, along with Urban Necessities, Bring It Back. Soul Election's a big one too. I'm going to start selling my clothing there. They're about to help me out with that. And just Fairfax in general too. I want to relocate to Los Angeles one day and then put on for Los Angeles as well.
Okay. How would you categorize your clothing? Like if I say I'm into like retro stuff or I want something simple, what would you categorize your clothing as?
My clothing brand is a streetwear brand.
Okay.
Alongside with all the other brands here in Vegas and Los Angeles. So that's what I categorize my company as.
So speaking of making your company big and all, for our listeners,
go crazy, go stupid.